Hello, and welcome to another installment of Follow Point of Sale Dry Cleaning Software. This one is going to focus on loyalty programs and how you can set those up. And it's quite simple within the Follow system. So first of all, when you enter your system, you have to decide what kind of loyalty program you want to give your customers. So you go into Store Manager, you edit the store, and there's a tab that says loyalty. And you can see here that the system is already set up to use the loyalty program. And every new customer you add is going to be defaulted to loyalty on. Now, when we say defaulted, that does mean that every time you add a new customer, they're automatically going to be in the loyalty program. And in the customer window, I'll show you there's a checkbox there. Now, you can turn that checkbox off if you want to stop any customers from being in the loyalty program, but as default, all of them will be on. Or you can make it a specialty program where you don't default it on, but then they get turned on manually. Okay, so we have a use loyalty program here, and you have to decide, do you want to do the loyalty by the number of tickets or by dollar value of tickets? So if you do it by number, then that means that every 10 tickets that are created are going to trigger the loyalty bonus dollars. If you do it by dollar value, it means when the customer reaches a certain dollar level, then it's going to trigger the bonus. So right now this is set up for dollar value. When the customer spends $100 with you, they're going to get $10. Now, loyalty level checkbox on the bottom should be turned off. Okay, that's an automated level that's been preset by the system, and call technical support if you're curious about that. It's a gradual system, meaning when they hit $1,000, when they hit $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, they get certain points. Now, this is a loyalty level for the life of the customer. And we could talk about how that can be reset at the beginning of every year. So you can call a technician if you're interested in that. But basically, every time they reach $100, they're going to get $10, and then they lose $100 from their reward points. So let's say, for instance, that they spend on one ticket $150 with you. They're going to automatically get $10, and there'll be $50 in their remaining account, and I'll show you how that works. So as soon as they hit the $100 level, they get the $10. We subtract the 100 from their current points, and we keep their remaining value going toward the next 100 level. Okay? So this is basically how to set it up, and this is all you need to do. So now let's hit close. And let me show you how this works. Let's pull up a loyalty customer. So I think I've got a sample loyalty and non-loyalty. Non-loyalty basically is any customer who has loyalty turned off. So this is a loyalty test customer that I set up, and I'm going to turn on loyalty customer. And I'm going to come in here. Now this customer was set up for loyalty in the past, so I'm going to reset it. Their current loyalty points were 53 something. They have $10 loyalty points on account, so I'm going to reset it to 0 so we can show you how this works. Now, these loyalty levels are independent of their year-to-date, the number of total items that they've given you, and the total dollars spent. Okay, so it's completely independent, and at any point you can adjust their loyalty dollars. If, for instance, you want to give them a credit of $50 because you ruined their blouse, you can just put 50 in here. It'll be applied to the next order that they create. So when you write a ticket, these loyalty dollars can be applied to the ticket. They cannot be applied to a pickup. They can only be applied for new tickets created. And that's very important, because if they already have 10 tickets in the system, they can't apply their loyalty points on pickup. They have to apply the loyalty points when they bring in a new order. Okay, it's just like a coupon. You know, you don't want to give them coupons for previous items. You want to give them coupons for when they bring new things in. And that's very important anyway in accumulating the dollars. So let's go ahead and save this. Actually, I'm going to set them back to 0, and I'm going to hit save. And let's close. And let's go and write a ticket for this customer. And let's pull up the test loyalty customer. And let's write a ticket for 6 dresses, formal. Now it's going to be $90, okay? And you're going to notice that when we go write this ticket, they don't get any loyalty message saying that they have credit. Would you like it delivered? No, I'm not going to deliver it. And they owe $90. So we're going to go print that if we want. And then they come in tomorrow and they write another ticket. Okay? And I'm going to go write another ticket. And that one's going to be for blouses. Now that's going to put me above, because now I have $106 in total. And I'm going to come in here, and it's not going to be delivery. And you're going to notice that I get no loyalty credit. Now why is it? It's because they never paid. They never paid. They only get the loyalty credit when they pay. And so when they pay for a ticket, it gets applied. So now I'm going to hit save. And now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go to pickup. So now I'm going to actually pay. And they could have done a prepayment. It would have done the same thing. Okay? So at this point, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to find their large tickets, which is $90.16. That's going to give me $106 in total. Let's bring that up here. And I'm going to now pay. So I'm going to pay by cash, no change due. Now the customer has received $10 in loyalty dollars. This can be applied to their next ticket. Okay, and that's very important because if they write $300 worth of tickets with you, you don't want to give them credit, especially if they're going to leave those clothes sitting in there for 6 months and they're never going to pay. All right, so now let's go write the next ticket. And by the way, before I do that, let's go and pull up. Let's go and pull up the customer so I can show you what it looks like. In the customer sales area, you can see that they have 6 points and they have $10. The reason it's not 106 is because we subtracted 100 when we gave them their loyalty points. Okay? So now when we go write another ticket for that customer, I'm going to hit write ticket. I'm going to select the customer. I'm going to pull them up and I'm going to do address. And I'm going to click on a scarf. And at that point, I've got $15 and it's going to ask me if I want the ticket delivered. I'm going to say no. And then I'm going to apply the $10. Because they have credits on file, it wants that applied. I'm going to say yes. And it's going to automatically take 10 off and they only owe $5.20. And I'm going to go print that and it'll show that they received loyalty dollars. So that's the loyalty system in a nutshell, and we'll see you in the next video.